dimensions for the third card that we made, and it might be my favorite one of all. It's a little 3x5 card, and I think it just came out so cute. There's a lot of elements here, and I think you're gonna like it. The base is cinnamon cider, and we're going to do a little bit of decorative stamping on the base. Using this flower from the set. Let me test it. Oh, doesn't that look pretty? So I'm just going to go around the perimeter a little bit to add some interest. A lot of this is going to get covered up by the layers we're going to put on here. Here's a piece of the shimmer white cardstock, and I'm going to stamp this image on it at a little bit of an angle. Give it a good press. Came out nice. Now, this is already a shimmer cardstock, but I want to add a little bit more to this. And while the ink is still a little bit wet, I just want to blend it out a bit, just to add a little more color. Just add a little more color to the petals. There's a lot of layers, a lot going on with this card, but every little thing you do just really adds to the beauty of it. And your recipients just love getting these cards. Just doing a little bit By the time we're done, I'm not even sure how much of this is going to be visible, but I'll know I did it. There, that looks good. I'm going to set this aside for a few minutes to set up. But back to our card base. We've got a piece of the DSP from that same set. And I'm going to glue it on at an angle. Actually, rather than glue, let's use our Stampin' Dimensionals. And again, to avoid the bulk, I'm only going to put them in the corners. It was so fun during the On Stage at Home. There was a session where master stampers from the home office were competing against one another. So much fun. And really, it's so great to see some of the creativity that people have. Okay. This one I'm going to, actually, I think I'm going to cut this down just a tiny bit so that we can see a little more of the designer series paper. Yeah. That looks good. And this I'm going to put on with some glue, about like this. The sentiment we're going to do here will be stamped in Misty Moonlight. And the one that they used for this example is We Can Get Through Anything Together. So I'll do my best to center this up. I'm going to put that on with dimensionals on the edges because we need to be able to slip some of those die cut pieces underneath. I'm going to put that about here with one dimensional on each edge. I'm going to put this down a little lower than I did on my original so that we can see more of the flowers. Okay. Now we have these really pretty little die cut pieces and 3 little flowers. So using the fine tip of some glue, I'm just going to put a few dots and slide it under our sentiment, trying not to cover up too much of those really pretty flowers that we just stamped and used a little Wink of Stella on. Here's another little fresh freesia cutout. And I'll put this one maybe here. And our little bit of greenery. These are so delicate and look so pretty. I think I'll put that like that. Now I need to put on my 3 little cinnamon cider die cut flowers. And again, I used a little bit of Wink of Stella on these because I thought it just added something to it and it looked really cute. So I think I'm going to do that again today. This Wink of Stella pen has lasted me an incredibly long time. It uses so little. If you don't have one of these, I think you really would enjoy it. And then for the centers of these flowers, I used the ivory dots from these classic matte dots because the shimmer cardstock isn't quite pure white, and I thought this looked good. And I just put one in the center of each of these little flowers. Whoops, got a runaway dot. Yeah. How does that look? I think it came out really cute. Anyway, I hope you give these cards a try. I really think you'd enjoy it. Thank you. Have a great day.